A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So today I am here to talk on the topic that is EVM, electronic voting machine versus ballot paper. So first of all, I would like to give a basic or brief history about the both the things. So if we talk about the ballot paper, then it has been used in India since our independence and up to 1982 when the EVM was first time used in the by-election in Kerala, followed by in New Delhi, in MP, and in Rajasthan it was used in 1992, and it was the year 2004 when the first time the general election in India was held entirely on the electronic voting machine. So it was a successful test, but with the advancement of usage of the electronic voting machine, a lot of opposition parties they started in the opposition of using EVM because they had fear of tampering, hacking of the electronic voting machine. But in 2017, the Election Commission of India they given an open challenge to all the opposition parties to come and hack in front of the election commissioner, but nobody was able to do so. And so the Sunil Arora, the chief election commissioner, he announced that he is going to conduct the entire general election of 2019 with the help of only electronic voting machine, but he also added the VVPAT machine so that the opposition parties they can get satisfaction. Followed by now talking about the merits and demerits of both the electronic voting machine and the ballot paper. Then firstly talking about the merits of electronic voting machine, then it is a technical instrument and it gives a faster and precise results. With the help of EVM it takes less time to count the voting, and as well as there is less chances of miscounting, whereas on the other hand, while usage of the ballot paper, a lot of instances of miscounting was represented, and in the electronic voting machine it is providing a faster declaration of result, because and even in the electronic voting machine it requires minimum resources, but on the other hand in ballot paper it wastes a lot of paper. We all know that India is the second most populous country in the entire world with a population of 1.35 billion. So it wastes a lot of paper and hence trees are wasted. But now talking about the merits of the ballot paper, then we have been saying that a lot of developed countries such as Japan, Germany, Ireland, Netherlands, they are returning towards the use of ballot paper because of the fear of hacking or tampering in the EVM. But at the same time here I would like to repeat that India is the second most populous country, whereas the Japan, Germany, they are less populated countries, so they can use and meet with the expenses of the ballot paper. But in the country like India it takes a lot of paper and cutting of the tree for the ballot paper. Now in the end or conclusion, I would like to say that EVM is the better option for India, provided that the election commission or the ruling government they should ensure that EVM is not hackable, it is not tamperable. So that's all, and we must ensure that no criminal get into the power with the help of tampering the EVM. So this is all in this lecture. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. So my today's topic for lecture is EVM versus paper ballot. Gentlemen, EVM, which means electronic voting machine, and gentlemen, we know the earlier time we used the paper ballot system for the voting purpose in our election system, but over the time with the advancement of technology, EVM machine was invented, and it was introduced in the year 1982, and Kerala was the first state which used the EVM machine at some of its polling booth. And gentlemen, then later on state like Delhi, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, they started using it at some of its polling booth. And in the year 1999 it was the Goa state who completely used the EVM machines for its voting purpose at all its polling booths. So gentlemen, if I talk about the EVM machine has been in use since a long time, because many politicians, political parties, after losing the election, they put allegations on the election commission and on the EVM machine that they are malfunctioning, they do not work properly, there is some misfunctions in that. And this news again is in has been raised because of the Bihar elections. So gentlemen, if I talk about the merits and demerits in between these, first, there are many disadvantages in the ballot paper. First is it use tons of papers for voting in our election. Gentlemen, we know we are a large country, and every 2 to 3 years we see elections, sometimes different state elections and the central government elections. So it really consumes lots of paper, which cause harms to the environment. Then the second is the time consuming. It requires lots of time in packing the ballot paper, then again opening it, counting of it. It gives the result by taking lots of time, and again the booth capturing take place with the help of support of some goons or the muscle powers. People do this unethical practices. But gentlemen, we can use ballot papers at some small elections, like in universities, college, or the student union election, where the large amount of people is not involved. For that purpose, we can use the ballot papers. And gentlemen, if I talk about the EVM machines, advantage of it, so first is it saves lots of time, which results in giving the fast and correct results. And also the EVM machine can cross check their countings, that it has that function. And also gentlemen, the electronic voting machine, that is the officers, for the satisfaction of the voters, they provide them the VVPAT paper, that is voters verified paper audit trail, which shows that the candidate has voted to the right person of his choice. So gentlemen, in its demerits, it has been said that there are chance of hacking of the EVM machine, but it has been proven that there is such things cannot be happen with the EVM machine, because of its components and the system is quite different. A person has to hack all these things separately at a time. It cannot be done, and it has been proven by demonstrating by the election commission officers on the request of some political parties. And gentlemen, in my conclusion, I would just like to say that the EVM machine is important because we are a large country, and in future, with the increase in the population, we cannot go back to the paper audit trail like the many developed countries or some big countries are doing that. They have went back for that. And also we have to make sure that there is no harm for the environment. Then again, in this we can do that. We can introduce a message by providing a message on the mobiles of the candidature that they have voted to this particular leaders with the help of voting machine. Instead of VVPAT, we can introduce this one system. Thank you, gentlemen.